Hey everyone, okay, so before we start this video, can I just ask that everybody on comments, who are going to be leaving comments, be respectful of everybody's point of view, because not everybody will agree on this topic, and let's not be unpleasant with each other, because if you agree or you don't agree, that's fine, but don't tear each other apart on comments because it's not nice. At the end of March here in the UK, there was a complete ban in the UK, the EU, but just making it clear, in the UK, the EU in its entirety, there was a complete ban on products that were tested on animals. From the end of March, no products in the EU can be tested on animals, have ingredients that are tested on animals, use third parties that test on animals, and the importing of products tested on animals. This is on anything new that's coming out. So all the old stuff is still here, but anything new that's getting reformulated and all that stuff, nothing can be tested on animals in the EU. And this is being mentioned because I did a video and I mentioned it very briefly at the end, and I've spent the last week looking over this, and I've even spoke to 2 people about it. And the facts that I just gave you seem to be correct, which is there is a complete ban in the EU. So theoretically, anything that we buy brand new in the UK or makeup from now on will no longer be tested on animals, which is an absolutely wonderful thing. It's absolutely great. The only way you're going to know if products are tested on animals is if you do the research yourself and either ask the companies in the country that you are, or something along those lines, but that's the only way you're going to know. But as far as I'm concerned, in the UK, the EU, we are what I would call home free, in terms of we can buy products guilt-free now, knowing that they're not being tested on animals, which was why at the beginning of April, when the ban came in, there was no collections released in the UK, or at least very few collections released in the UK from brand new, from the companies that produce lots of collections every month. We didn't see any in April, or an incredibly reduced amount, and that was why, because I think everybody was panicking. There seems to be a lot of people are saying that the EU will now be at a disadvantage with regards to cosmetics. We won't be seeing as many and all that kind of stuff. Well, maybe that is the case, but there's nothing we can do about it, because it is law here in the UK and the EU, and that is all that really matters. If you want to know more about this topic, then you really should look it up and look at the guidelines in your country and ask the companies involved. But pretty much everything here in the UK now, including toiletries, hair, all that stuff, are no longer tested on animals, nor the ingredients. There is no third-party testing, and the importing is not allowed either. I bought some MAC cosmetics about 2 weeks ago, and at the end of that video I mentioned that these are no longer tested on animals. So I feel great knowing that I can buy that. And what happened with me was I never agreed with the animal testing at all, but it's out of sight, out of mind. It was out of my mind. Suddenly something shiny would catch my attention. I would go and buy it before the ban, and it just was never really in the forefront of my mind. It's now taken, that choice has now been taken out of my hands, which is a really good thing. But please be respectful of everybody's comments. The information that I have given you is, as far as I'm concerned, looking through the articles and speaking to 2 people, it seems to be 100% correct from where I stand. If you have any more information, then of course let me know, but try and make sure that it is at least credible, as opposed to just something that you think. And please be respectful of everybody's opinions and comments on this, because not everybody will agree. Some people are for it, some people are against it, but there's no need to tear each other apart while doing it. But I just wanted to make this clear so that at least people in the EU, when we're buying Bobbi Brown, or we're buying MAC, or we're buying any other company, we know that we're getting products that are no longer tested on animals, which is a great thing, personally speaking, in the EU. I think it's a very good thing. Thanks for watching. Let me know all your thoughts. Please be kind to each other. Don't forget to rate, because it's always nice. All my contact details are in the description bar. If you would like to follow me on Twitter or any other social media site, I am available to all. I will look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.